You like him, you meme him, and you watch him. Yes, you guessed it. This is 120 facts about Shrek. Shrek released on May 18, 2001. The movie was directed by Andrew Adamson and Vicky Jenson in their directorial debuts and written by Ted Elliott, Terry Rossio, Joe Stillman, and Roger S. H. Schulman. The movie is produced by Aaron Warner, John H. Williams, and Jeffrey Katzenberg. The movie was edited by Sim Evan Jones. Mike Myers voices Shrek and one of the three blind mice. Eddie Murphy voices Donkey. Cameron Diaz voices Fiona. John Lithgow voices Lord Farquaad. Vincent Cassel voices Robin Hood. Conrad Vernon voices Gingy. Chris Miller voices the Magic Mirror and Geppetto. Cody Cameron voices Pinocchio and the Three Little Pigs. Simon J. Smith voices one of the three blind mice. Christopher Knight voices Thelonious and one of the three blind mice. Aaron Warner voices Big Bad Wolf. And if you remember, Mr. Wolf from The Bad Guys and spoiler alert, Death from Puss in Boots: The Last Wish are Big Bad Wolves. Jim Cummings voices Captain of the Guards. Kathleen Freeman voices Donkey's ex-owner. This was her last role. Andrew Adamson voices the Duloc mascot. Bobby Block voices Baby Bear. Michael Galasso voices Peter Pan. Shrek was originally going to be a live-action CG animation hybrid. Here are some Easter eggs. When Tinkerbell falls on Donkey, he says, "I can fly," which is a reference to Peter Pan. The transformation at the end is a reference to Beauty and the Beast. The song in Lord Farquaad's castle is a reference to It's a Small World. When Fiona fights the Merry Men, you can see a reference to the Matrix. Shrek crossing the bridge and saying to Donkey, "That'll do, Donkey, that'll do," is a reference to Babe. When the Magic Mirror gives Lord Farquaad the options of the three princesses, it parodies the dating game. Shrek was released by DreamWorks Home Entertainment on VHS and DVD on November 2, 2001. It sold 2.5 million copies within 3 days of its release. Coincidentally, the film was released on video the same day that Monsters Inc. hit theaters. Shrek earned $11.6 million on its first day in theaters and $42.3 million on its opening weekend. Shrek was the highest grossing animated film ever to be released in Australia. Shrek is 88% in Rotten Tomatoes and 90% in audience score. The movie is rated PG and it's 1 hour 29 minutes long. Shrek was inspired by Shrek by William Steig. Shrek means fright or terror in German. Originally, Shrek was going to be voiced by the late Chris Farley, but he died in December 1997. Shrek was also going to be voiced by Bill Murray, and he was almost voiced by Nicolas Cage, Johnny Depp, and Robin Williams. Originally, Donkey was going to be voiced by Steve Martin. Shrek 2 released on May 19, 2004. Shrek 2 was directed by Andrew Adamson, Kelly Asbury, and Conrad Vernon. It was Conrad Vernon's directorial debut. From a screenplay by Andrew Adamson, Joe Stillman, J. David Stem, and David N. Weiss. Julie Andrews voices Queen Lillian. Antonio Banderas voices Puss in Boots. John Cleese voices King Harold. Rupert Everett voices Prince Charming. Jennifer Saunders voices Fairy Godmother. Joan Rivers voices Red Carpet Announcer. Kate Thornton voices Red Carpet Announcer in the UK. Conrad Vernon voices the Muffin Man. Shrek 2 was released on VHS and DVD on November 5, 2004. Shrek 2 is 89% in Rotten Tomatoes and 69% in audience score. The movie is rated PG and the movie is 1 hour 32 minutes long. Shrek the Third was released on May 18, 2007. The movie is directed by Chris Miller in his directorial debut and co-directed by Raman Hui. Eric Idle voices Merlin. Justin Timberlake voices Arthur. The film was released on both DVD and HD DVD on November 13, 2007. Shrek the Third is 41% in Rotten Tomatoes and 52% in audience score. The movie is rated PG and 1 hour 33 minutes long. Arthur being voiced by Justin Timberlake is a reference to the Sir Justin poster in Shrek 2. Merlin is a reference to Merlin from Disney's Sword of the Stone. Shrek the Third is the only Shrek movie that doesn't have a book opening at the start. And this is the only Shrek movie without a human Fiona. This is surprisingly the only Shrek movie without Shrek roaring. This is the only Shrek movie where Shrek talks about his family, where he mentions his father tried to eat him. Shrek 3 is the only Shrek movie without the Magic Mirror. Shrek the Final Chapter came out in May 21, 2010. The movie is directed by Mike Mitchell. Walt Dorn voices Rumpelstiltskin. John Hamm voices Brogan the Ogre. Jane Lynch voices Gretchen the Ogre. Craig Robinson voices Cookie the Ogre. Shrek 4 is 57% in Rotten Tomatoes and 54% in audience score. The movie is rated PG and the movie is 1 hour 35 minutes long. If you are paying attention, each Shrek movie gets longer by 1 or more minutes. And also, each Shrek movie is 3 years apart from each other. Minecraft YouTuber Dream has been memed for looking like Rumpelstiltskin. Shrek and Donkey appears in a Kung Fu Panda 3 commercial. In the Pentaverate, Shrek makes a cameo. Shrek appears in the Mad Short Autogascar where he is called Hulk.
The Hulk?
Shrek has a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It was given to him on May 20, 2010. He is the 13th character to get a star. And finally, there could possibly be a Shrek 5.
Harold, Shrek,
Fiona!
Mom,
Harold! Donkey!